Howdy folks, Thios here, and welcome back to Tyranny. When last we left off, we'd explored a fair bit of bastards' wounds, deaths in these old walls, but there's still so much more left to explore now. So I'm gonna keep you two there,
On it.
and you're gonna have to do this. What do we have? A wisp and a scourge. You can handle that, my friend. Especially with the help of you-know-who. Alright, so you're gonna go lightning. You're gonna go lightning. You're gonna go fireball.
Consider it done.
And then frost. And then lightning.
I would, but I
You're fine.
can't.
Alright. Hey, damn it. There we go.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
Yep. Alright. Keep going after that. You can
Just give me
quicken
the signal.
everybody except for our buddy here.
As you command.
Alright, good job. Alright, you're frightened? Why? Don't be. Alright, just keep going after that guy. And we'll keep on hitting up this one. Oh, we still had a wisp left over here. Whoops. There we go. Alright, you can switch back over to the bow. And then just
Can't do
take a
that.
nice
On it.
pot shot over here. Finish that off. There you go. Alright. Two down. And there's the button. That's gonna open this up. We have another mural to look at. That one looks interesting. From what we can see of it. Alright, there's gonna be a
Yes.
trap. There's gonna be a trap. Thank you for sniffing that out. Armor that trap. Oh my gosh, you have a reaver. Golly, this is gonna be rough. Rough. Alright, let's do a quick save. We don't have to do anything dumb here.
Another.
Oh, they're just gonna straight out fight. There's no dilly-dallying about
Back up.
here. Alright, frost. And
Easiest.
do a concussive bolt.
As you command.
And then that. Alright, go to the wisp.
Ready?
Newt. There we go.
Wounded.
I know you are. You gotta just fight through it here real quick. Alright, what we do with lightning probably? The safest bet. By safest bet, I mean do it, and then let me move on to our other guys. Lightning. Go after that guy. Oof. Alright, not good. Not good. Alright.
Die already.
Alright, good job there. Keeping him alive. Do that. Alright. Come on. Alright, that's down. Alright. Heal our buddy. Alright. Fireball
If
that.
you think it will help.
I'm in.
Alright, that's taken care of. And that's taken care of. Go to full spin.
Nothing.
Alright, you get your bow back on. Alright, Lantry, you're fine. Custom bolt.
If I must. Fair enough.
Alright, let's do this.
Fair.
Alright, that's good. Lightning.
Nothing.
And then heal up. Lightning. Lightning. Oh, what a fight. That was fun. That caused a little bit of issues. Not too bad. All right, there's that beautiful, beautiful mural. Lord, I don't know why it sounded weird for me to say it that way, but whatever. Mural. All right. More old walls. Mural painting looking at thing. Alright. The pristine, meticulously ordered stretch of old walls masonry is dramatically interrupted by an intricate mural painted across the brick wall with primitive pigments. A crude maze of orderly tunnels and simple right angles is depicted, and small, instinctively drawn humanoid figures populate its varied and winding corridors. In the gloom, it's difficult to make out the precise details at the top of the mural, which stretches above even a beast woman's height. Perhaps you're too sober to see it, but one could see this as a cross-section of the old walls. More artistic image than map, but it seems probable. There's a plethora of detail packed into the art of these walls. A more thorough examination will likely produce an additional information. Alright, let's look at the lower section. Along the lower edges of the mural, on what would amount to the floor or bottom of the maze, you spot traces of faded paint not visible from a distance. Tiny bone-white hashes of skulls and skeletons are intermixed with the masonry of the bottom edge. A chilling detail. Is this to imply the dead were buried down below, or down below was built with the bones of the dead? I doubt it's that literal. Who knows? Observe the main section. The corridors and passageways depicted in the midsection are filled with humanoid figures. While chipped paint and weathering causes some superficial differences, the figures appear otherwise uniform in size, shape, and color. The figures high atop the mural appear of different styles and colors, but you need to move in for a closer look to glean the subtleties. Yeah, so that's interesting. So everyone that's in the maze that's not at the entrance is the same color. Everyone outside of the maze is a different color. And it seems to be this person was a different color and is fading into the same color as these. So obviously it's talking about different souls and soulless, right? That's my thinking. Is old tribe prowling old walls? No. Bane and Paintwall. Maybe tribe of very old keep deep dark free of scourge beasts. Examine the upper section. The upper reaches of the painting aren't well illuminated by the otherworldly lights of the chamber. You'll have to find a way to gain some elevation to make out its details. You can stand atop of someone's shoulders. No. Let's climb the wall. The brickwork of the old walls is impressively meticulous, leaving little to the way of gaps between each smooth surface block. With some difficulty, you find the outliers in the precise masonry and you find your handholds. It takes you a few minutes to slowly work your way up for a better look of the mural. Now at the top you can clearly see a large break at the top of the depicted maze, a plethora of humanoid figures, or plethora, however people say it. Humanoid figures swarm the top with a few trickling down into the maze below. These humanoid shapes come in a variety of sizes and colors, some noticeably larger than others. The details on these figures are difficult to decipher, though you're able to spot some sharp talons and a few that appear to have a tail, horns, and some other extra appendage. Hang on. So humanoid figures. So sizes and colors. So they're different not only in color but also in size. And some have claws, some have tails and horns, and some have extra arms and legs. That's interesting. But everyone in here is uniform. As you begin your slow descent to the chamber floor, you explain the details to your followers. So people enter the maze from the top. Perhaps the spire is how people came into the old walls. I mean, your spire is capable of teleporting. What's to stop it from porting someone downwards? The mural is complicated and layered, but it has likely received as comprehensive an examination as possible for the moment. Paintwall is proclamation of tribe roaming old walls, or tribe caged in old walls. Hills and Shadow doesn't know. Maybe Alpha knows. So we can say the old walls once had many people, many different races and tribes, but only one of them survived. The old ones' inhabitants were slowly delving deeper and deeper and under some sort of doom. This mural is oddly devoid of Bane, perhaps hinting at what triggered their arrival. I think it's prisoner art. If I were trapped here, I'd paint something like this too. Not sure it means anything. Out of these, I'm gonna go with option 1. All walls once had many people, many different races and tribes, only one of them survived. Slight differences on the various humanoids would support your supposition. But then, why don't we know of these other people? Were they more like us or more like the Beastmen? Maybe Kairos and other long-lived folk are from one of these races. Satisfied with your investigation, you step away from the mural and leave its nuance for the next traveler to ponder. You turn away from the mural, Kills and Shadow sniffs at the ancient stone and paint a few more times before turning to follow your lead. Alright, I think this is a perfect party to go into here with. Lantry and Siren have had things to say, and of course, Kills and Shadow has a lot to talk about and think about. Alright, so that brings us back here. Or like back at the beginning? We are. We're in Darkened Hollow. Haven't even realized. Alright, let's head down. We go up or down? Going across. This will probably help. No? Alright. We need. So we're missing one more torch key, right? Because there's some that it doesn't work with. Obviously. So yeah, that's that. We're kind of eliminating all other possibilities. Yeah. Alright, so probably here and here. You might have something. Alright, get over here. Let's see what we got. Got a button that's going to lead us back up here. Hit the button. What are you guys doing? Okay. That gives us easy passage back up. We still have this area we need to get into. This area we can't get into, so that's 3. And hopefully we're able to get in here. Otherwise it would have been 4. Well, it lowers both. Hello. Grab this first. Healing potion and...
Look with keen eyes.
Ah! You have Sleepless here. And he's just gonna stay right there, aren't you? Alright, cool. Alright, frost it up. Go ahead and lightning it up. And we have a frost spell, don't we? Freezing grip. Frozen grasp. Gusset bolts. Charge fist. Yeah, it's just...
I got it.
Felt nothing.
do your regular stuff. Alright.
Right.
Go ahead and hit it with that. Entry. Alright, let's quicken now.
Sounds like that hurts.
Nice.
Alright. Goodness gracious. Alright, come on.
Feel like I could
Alright, good. Level up.
control an entire army now. Let's go find one.
Alright, come on. Oh my gosh. These stupid heals. Alright, please
I got it.
use your freaking bow now. You use that.
Consider it done.
Let me take one of these guys down, please, or both.
Strong. Strike.
Alright. Do that.
Good. Still aches.
You're gonna... Thank you. Alright.
Will do.
Hit him up, hit him up, hit him up. Alright. Lightning is a weakness, so...
As you command.
we shall use that to our advantage. It's nothing against... well, it does have something against frost, I forget. Fire, there's nothing against fire. Alright, doesn't matter, so we got it. Alright, no... nothing to loot. Alright, let's level up Siren. Alright, Siren. What shall we do for you? So your maxed wit and your resolve is pretty up there now. Really just kind of getting abilities and spell cooldowns would be good. Alright, so almost all the songs in the war category. So we can get the Aria of Nightmares. Calls a nightmare and begins to sing. The power of her voice creates an embodiment of her memory that will terrify and torment her foes. So it summons a nightmare. That sounds amazing. Cry of Despair. Vengeful Pitch. Which melee attackers have damage reduced, so 6 seconds. Yeah, absolutely. Do that. Absolutely get a summon. Alright, there. You don't have to be like that, Siren.
I got it.
Alright, these guys gonna say or do anything? Alright, we can talk to this person. Leica, can you hear me? Has your mind wandered again? A haggard-looking man pleads with the emaciated woman resting against the ground. Her shaky head moves in the general direction of his voice. She mounts a reply and reaches toward a glowing crystal in his hands, but no air escapes her lips. As you approach, he wraps what remains of a tattered cloak tightly across his shoulders and takes a clumsy half-step backwards. You are a real stranger, or another figment come to haunt us. He blinks rapidly, watching you through bloodshot eyes. What happened to your friend? You're amongst the sleepless. I still know that much. He offers a brief, mirthless chuckle. Soon I'll be like her, too tired to ever remember who I am, who you are either. His eyes glaze over as he speaks, and he drops to a knee. Not yet, not yet. With a shake of his head, he staggers back to his feet. All we want is to find the peaceful woman that did this. It hurts to be too far from her. Yeah, I'm looking for a retalent too. If you give me the source key, I can open a path to her. He glances at you, then at the crystal, then to you again. Perhaps that's best. He reluctantly drops the stone into your hands. It feels like a lifetime since we've seen Retalon. Please find her. This emptiness is somehow more bearable when she's near. I just hope I remember to follow you. I don't think you're gonna make it, bub. Alright. Lazu. Jade. Jade works for that. Alright, so I think that's the last torch key that we needed to fully navigate this area. And it might say that so. Yep, all the torch keys in hand, return to the abyss. And we're gonna head off to Reef Talon. A bunch of loot. And find out what's in here. It's gonna be nice, isn't it?
Smells strange.
Alright. What do we got? Gems. And just some supplies for the road. Alright. There we go. Big fight. Frost. And just try and daze.
I got it. This is
A lightning.
embarrassing.
Lightning.
Easy as can be.
On it.
There we go. That's a little bit better. It's a small room. Need to zoom in. Alright. Go ahead and shock him up. Alright, that didn't really work. How many songs does Breath says she need? 3? She gets so many so fast. It's amazing. It's awesome. We just... I definitely want that
Yes.
summon. Like a minute-long summon. Okay, so that takes care of that. Alright, so we have a few options. First option is here. Alright. This is 1. This is 2. Alright, so let's maybe to the other. Alright, let's go. Yellow. That just opens that door. Alright. And this one. Opens this. Alright, opens those stairs. Alright, I gotta check this, see if this helps us out. Nope. Alright, you stay blue then. Alright, so this may be like once we've finished everything else. Alright, ancient old walls parchment. So we discovered this ancient parchment deep within the Bastard Moon old walls, cannot decipher the notation printed on it. A researcher might help us determine its origin and meaning. As you raise the dry, cracked parchment from its container, Siren cranes her neck to examine what you've uncovered. Oh, you found some kind of... is that writing? It looks kind of weird. I find strange things in old boxes every day. Yeah, it is weird. Care to see? Of course, I was starting to wonder when you'd ask. She takes the paper, cradling it carefully in her thin fingers. Wow, it's pretty, almost like poetry. Very repetitive poetry. Let's see how these symbols get repeated. Oh, see how these symbols get repeated constantly? She shrugs, passing the parchment back. It feels familiar, but I can't tell you why. Maybe you should find someone more accustomed to reading crusty old papers to study it. Leering over Siren's shoulder, Lantry stares at the paper with a sigh. That's my cue to confess my ignorance. I'm not familiar with this parchment with this particular script. Perhaps we'll stumble upon a reference piece in our travels, or meet someone who knows this writing. Alright, well, that's 0 for 2 with Lantry and Siren. That's a trap. Come on now. No? Okay. Well, this is always a trap. What the heck is over there? Chronicle of the Sages. This chronicle is hidden here by Sage Lexi. Alright, this was part of something with Lantry. Found another one. This should be enlightening. Lantry smiles victoriously as he hefts a weighty parchment tome. Festivities of the Tears, subtitle, A Survey of Social Days. I don't know about you, but I'm excited already. Drafting of the Field Stories, some rather royal marriage bed anecdotes, a study of regional variations in title retreat celebrations, more tournament reports than one might ever wish to read. It's all very fascinating to a historian like me, but I'm sure this is of little interest to you. We can move on. Lantry taps at the cover of the tome, his face lost in thought. All this effort to stash old almanacs. Are you sure there's nothing else in these pages? Yeah. Well, let's take a closer look, shall we? The old man scours the pages, his eyes darting about the text with zeal. Some of these pages are missing, but not like I expected these would all be pristine. It's pages of Tearsman Cultural Studies. Doubt you'd find any of this intriguing. May I take a look? But of course, he hands you the heavy tome, and you begin to flip through the pages, your eyes scanning along page after page of flowing text, most of it changing inks and handwriting styles. The tome is, as Lantry described, filled to the brim with stories of feasts and festivals, including such details as guests in attendance and wine served. Each turn of the page reveals more and more notes on celebrations and festivals, major and minor. Your head swims with the names and dates of countless past festivities until at last you arrive at the end cover, your eyes heavy from skimming uneven handwriting. Yeah. Why are some of these pages made of fresh parchment? Books need rebinding all the time, but multiple pages, let me see. The old man scours the pages, his eyes darting about the text with zeal. Festival of Narat. Since when was... Oh, since 419? Since 419? Oh, why, this was the first I'm hearing of this tears-wide celebration. He flips through the remaining pages, his eyes rapidly scanning the text with a series of grimaces and grumbles. Festival of 10 years before the conquest. Unlikely, pardon my ardent speak, but it's fucking absurd. Not least of all because when the chorus entered the Tears in 427, it consisted entirely of northerners. Tearsmen weren't recruited until the gangs began conquering. Basically, Narat's whole modus operandi. Crack them on the head and drag them away. Also, it seems like the more someone knows of Narat, the more likely they can resist my suggestions to join its army. Part of why my recruitment efforts were so successful early on is that few knew I was forcing them to follow a true monster. This isn't accurate. Why would someone... Lantry drops his hand into his palm, letting out a muted groan. Yeah, the why is obvious. This creates a pretense that Tearsmen have been worshipping or loyal to the Archon of Secrets voluntarily before the war. Purpose. The only purpose the Chronicle serves is the retelling of it all. It is the cardinal sin of our craft to modify the telling, regardless of purpose. Seems obvious Lexmi wanted me to find a record of the sages and Tearsmen accepting the course by extinction Kairos. Most of the chronicles will be lost in this war. Historical accuracy seems unattainable. I think it's ever acceptable to lie. Save lives. This chronicle seems to attempt just that. If it troubles you so much, fix it. Yeah, if it troubles you much, fix it. I could, and I will, I'll make a note to return to this. Not until I know why this was edited as such. I'll just assume not tamper further. No doubt there's still more to be found down here. Lead the way. Alright. Nothing, being said. Alright. Just another big fight. Had a 50-50 shot of something working with that. Alright, lightning. Fix that guy. So let's do it.
No,
Strikes
sorry.
with to kill.
Alright, go ahead and quicken.
On my command.
You still didn't use that stupid thing. Come on now. Look at that damage. Alright. We have enough. We do now.
Felt nothing.
Summon that nightmare.
Whoops.
Look at that. Get in there. Look at that thing. So we can't like click it or anything. Alright, Embodied Nightmare has 95 dodge, 95 parry, 60 endurance, 18 will defense, 24 magic defense, 1 armor, and has 0 armor against all those other things. It does damage though.
Felt nothing.
It's a little like dagger or spear. Or maybe two-handed dagger. I don't know. It's weird. Alright, that's the three things. Alright, so that opened that up. That takes us directly to you know who. So we're gonna head towards Reese and Talon. Alright, we will do that next time. So, until next time, this has been Zethios signing out for now. Bye, folks.